Good morning, students. So we'll start with database. Database portion. So first of all, MySQL we are having in our syllabus. So first of all, you should clear the concept what is database. So a database is a collection of interrelated data or logically related data. Okay, means where the data are being interrelated with each other. That is known as database. And basically these are kept in a computer system, and basically many database softwares are there like MySQL, SQL, a large number of softwares are there. And database is a record keeping system. Record keeping system means basically electronically we are keeping the records, we are saving the records for future use or further use. Okay. So we are having DBMS and RDBMS. DBMS means database management system and RDBMS means relational database management system. Okay, so whenever we are saying relational means the data is being interrelated, and here relation means table. Okay, so it means the data is arranged in the form of tables, and these tables are connected with each other so that we can access the data from one table to another table. That's why it is known as relational. And even all the records are interrelated with each other. It means in the case of RDBMS, even with a single data we can access all the data. Just like your bank account, with your account number only you can access the records, you can access the address, you can access the details, and similarly your PAN number or your license number. So basically these are the interrelated data, and that's why they are known as relational database management system, or we can say that RDBMS. Now first of all we should make it clear what are the advantages of a database, or why we are using database or RDBMS. Okay, so the basic advantage of database is to reduce the chances of redundancy. Redundancy means duplicacy of data. Whenever we are using database or whenever we are using DBMS or RDBMS, basically the chances of duplicacy is reduced to maximum extent. Redundancy means to reduce the chances of duplicacy. In real world you can see that many people many people may have same name, they may have same date of birth, and sometimes they also may have same address or same city. So in order to reduce these chances to the negligible level, DBMS or RDBMS is used, or database is used. Now here, to reduce the chances of duplicacy, the concept of primary key is given. Okay, just you can consider the example of driving license, or you can consider the example of PAN card number, even your admission number or scholar number, basically, or even your roll numbers. These are not repeated. You can see that if a person is having a particular account number or a scholar number, then another person is not giving that particular account number or the scholar number. It means the RDBMS, or you can say that your database has to reduce the chance of redundancy or the duplicacy to the maximum extent. But in the real world it is not possible, as there may be chances of duplicacy somewhere, but we are assigning the primary key, and that is unique. Okay, second one, the main use of database is to reduce the chances of inconsistency. Inconsistency means the database before and after updations remains the same. Okay, and the changes are reflected everywhere. It should be consistent data. Okay, it means whatever changes we are performing over a particular place to the data, it should be reflected everywhere, so that your data remains same everywhere.
Sergio.
Okay. So the data should be consistent. Suppose if we consider the example of school only, if address of any particular person changes, of a particular student changes, and that is being updated in the office, but if that updation is not done to the, or sorry, reflected to the library or your exam or sports software, okay, then this type of updations or this type of database is known as inconsistent data, as the updations are not reflected everywhere.
Tripathy Sergio.
Okay, so the updations should be reflected everywhere, and whatever changes we are performing to a particular place, that should be shown to everywhere. So such type of data is known as consistent data. So database is used to reduce the chances of inconsistency. Is it clear? Consistency means the same data or the updations are reflected everywhere. Okay, and the database before and after updations must remain the same. It should not get changed. Okay. And third importance of using database is sharing the data. The data can be shared. A very simple example, you can see that whenever you are searching something from Google, the data is being shared to you. Or whenever you are accessing any details from the, suppose you are having the app of bank and you are accessing your data, the data is being shared from bank to that particular app, and afterwards you are using the data. And one more example, in your schools only, the DigiClass. In the DigiClass, there is a server, and from server the data is being shared to each and every class. This is known as sharing of data, and the sharing of data is always possible with the help of database. Okay, so sharing is a great concept of the database. Clear? And afterwards it follow industry standards. So some standards are there, like primary key, unique, candidate key, and many standards are there which are being provided to the database. So it follows the standards also. So database follow industry standards so that the work can be performed in a very standard manner. Okay, so industry standards are also there while using the database. Next benefit of database is reduced traffic. It means while accessing the data or while storing the data, the traffic is being reduced. Just we can consider the example. Suppose if some person or some students are coming from a particular place, if they are coming from different bikes, then there may be very much traffic. But if they are coming in the same bike, two students are coming, or if they are coming together using less number of bikes, then there will be less traffic. Similarly, here also in the case of database, parallel processing of data takes place. So there both database reduces traffic. Okay, and it helps in the particular or the proper processing of the data. So parallel processing is there, and therefore it reduces traffic. Clear? Next, sorry, security or authentication. Your database provides authentication, that is user ID, password. It also provides different data types so that your data remains secure. No one can access your data, so you have to provide your permission. Only after your permission only the data can be accessed or data can be used. So security of data is also provided with the help of database. Clear? So basically these concepts and these are the benefits of the database. So you should keep in mind, watch this video, listen it properly, and next time we will proceed further. Thank you.